talking about alfalfa, which is one of my favorite supplements, and I'm going to tell you more about that soon. But alfalfa is actually called the father of all medicines. One of the reasons is why you can see in this picture the roots grow super long. 20 to 30 feet is pretty normal for an alfalfa plant, which is just crazy. And it allows the roots to do that. Because of that, it has all these good nutrients in it. All the vitamins, all the minerals. It has the most chlorophyll of any plant. It has more protein than eggs, more protein than beef, which is just amazing. It's actually 21 to 25% protein, which is really, really good for a green leafy plant. It's also very alkaline. We know that having an alkaline state in your body can help with things like cancer and different other autoimmune. So it's something that people are needing and wanting. Like I said before, there's a lot of cultures that have used this to treat many ailments in history. And actually, I just learned today that in Africa, they also use it for type 2 diabetes, which is really, it's needed in this day and age. And fun fact, for those of you who know Shackley, have been around for a while, Dr. Shackley was asked if he was stranded on an island, what's the one product he would take? And his answer was alfalfa, which surprised me at first, but having been around Shackley for a few years now, I'm not surprised at all. I fell in love with Shackley actually because of my mom. My mom has had asthma her entire life. She will get set off very easily. So people wearing perfume around her, even if they haven't just sprayed it on, will make her cough and it's hard for her to breathe. Going into certain stores, she cannot do like Bath and Body Works. She can't go down the laundry detergent aisle. Cleaning, I remember growing up watching my mom clean, and every time she did the bathroom, she had to open all the windows and she still was coughing, holding her shirt over her mouth. It was torture. And so I kind of thought that was normal, that's how she lived her life. And her rescue inhaler, that much better for her because it caused her heart to race. And so she had to debate if it was worth the inhaler, because if she really needed to breathe better than what she was doing, and risk, the heart racing. So this was something that she struggled with. Come in, Shackley. We started with the cleaning products, and those drastically changed her ability to clean because there was no more toxic smell. Then my mom started using alfalfa, and she found out, I know she was taking alfalfa for other benefits, and then she found out that when she had an onset of an asthma attack, she took 5 alfalfa, it went away. So now my mom takes 10 alfalfa a day. She takes 5 in the morning, 5 at night, and she keeps it in her purse. She keeps a bottle at work in her drawer. If she does not have her alfalfa, it's not a good day for her, because there's so many things in this world that can set her off because it's just everywhere. There's toxic things everywhere. So since she started this, and I believe it's been 3 years now, she has not needed her rescue inhaler, which is absolutely amazing, knowing how much that actually wasn't helping her. Alfalfa is a wonderful, wonderful product. It is one of Dr. Shackley's signature formulas. It's grown on a farm in California. Of course, Shackley always has things that are free of pesticides and harmful chemicals. The plants are harvested young, about 5 to 7 years, and it's only made from the leaves. So sometimes I talk about alfalfa and people push back a little bit because they've heard some conflicting information. And that's when people use the seeds of the alfalfa plant. Make sure that they are thinking of the alfalfa that comes from the leaves. Now, alfalfa is not just for asthma. There are tons of benefits to using this supplement. It can help lower cholesterol. Detox. Everyone wants to detox. Alfalfa is great for that and purifying your blood. Prevents infections to the bladder and urinary tract by increasing urine flow and making urine less acidic. Remember, we talked about the alkalinity in the beginning. It helps to dissolve kidney stones. Anti-inflammatory, and this I experienced myself when I was pregnant. It's so good to have an anti-inflammatory on hand. But even like arthritis and gout, those extreme things, people have seen really good results using alfalfa, and they might take 20, 30, 40, 50 a day, but it's a plant, it's food. It is literally a crushed up, ground up leaf in a tablet form, And so you can't have too many, in my opinion. Balances alkalinity and acidity. It relieves indigestion and gas. It can help reverse tooth decay and remineralize teeth. Remember, those roots are so deep, it gets these minerals that you might not get in your everyday diet. And so adding in alfalfa, I believe, is something everyone should be doing into their normal regimen. Here's a few more. Allergies. I talk to people about allergies and alfalfa all the time. You pair it with Nutriferon. You take, of course, get cleaners in your house, but alfalfa, you can notice it right away. I remember talking to someone new about Shaklee, and she didn't really believe that it would work. And so I sat in her office, had her try 7 alfalfa, and she looked at me after she had taken it, and she's like, would I really notice it right away? And she started like breathing in through her nose. And I was like, yes. And she's like, no, I can't be. And she just kept doing it. Like, she couldn't believe that it had opened up her ability to breathe better just sitting in her office with her after she had taken it. So amazing, amazing product. Hay fever, asthma, we already covered. Diabetics can use it to reduce blood sugar levels. This is amazing. For type 2 diabetics, having a supplement like alfalfa that can do something that you might not be able to do with other products, medicines that have side effects that you don't feel good on. Of course, work with your doctor. I'm not trying to diagnose anyone tonight or, cure you or, tell you what to do. But I know that this product has worked for different things. And I know people that have used it for a lot of different things. At least increase your ability for blood to clot. Increase your breast milk supply. I also used it for this. When I was breastfeeding, had a stressful moment in my life, I needed to keep my supply up for my daughter. And so paired with protein and of course, making sure you're really hydrated, this works really, really fast. In fact, I had to back down because I may have overdone it. And you also know you can have too much of your milk supply, and that's not good either. So it reduces inflammation in your body, swollen ankles during pregnancy. If you know anybody's pregnant, recommend alfalfa. It works really fast, and I love it for that as well. And before I go on here, we didn't really talk about the digestive stuff. This product works really, really well for any digestive issues as well. I was listening to Dr. Browse today. I don't know if you're familiar, but he uses it a lot for people who are constipated or experiencing diarrhea. This is one of the things that he would suggest for that. So just a really, really good all-around product. Now, if you haven't seen our alfalfa before, it's not coated. So it absorbs into your body right away. And you can make it into a tea. It might not be your favorite flavor. So you can, of course, swallow it. You can crush it up and put it into smoothies or applesauce or peanut butter. I actually give my kids what they call green applesauce, and it is just alfalfa mixed in applesauce, and they grew up eating it. So to them, it's completely normal, and this is the way it tastes. But I just think it's so, so important for them to have it that we kind of find any way we can to get it into them. So, maybe your child is experiencing something and you're going to try something new for them. I would suggest applesauce first, and just think of it like medicine. If your kid went to the doctor and they had a medicine, you would do anything to get it into them. The same with this. So usually we'll recommend 1 tablet per 10 pounds is kind of my gauge especially for kids. For adults, I say at least take 10 a day, but for kids, you can kind of decide on, their weight and go from there. But it's super easy to crush up. We crush it up with one of those, the name is escaping me, but mortar and pestle that are usually used for herbs and stuff that are, just dried. But we totally put our pills in that, crush it up. The girls will even do it themselves. I have 4 girls. And so we definitely use a lot of alfalfa. Like I said, my mom has it everywhere. Everywhere she goes, she's got her alfalfa bottle with her. So does anyone have any questions for me? I know I kind of went through that kind of fast. But if not, I would invite you to join us next week to hear from Barb. Our topic is going to be better health starts with a healthy weight. Learn how you can use the Shaklee products to lose the weight and keep it off.